Hola, familia.
Welcome to Crossed Pines.
For the last 2.5 years, we've been on a journey.
Yeah. So we wanted to share some of the parts of our journey with our friends and family and see where we started and how things are progressing.
So the journey starts with me wanting some hunting and recreation property.
Yeah. And when we looked at this piece of land, I could see this was quickly that this was something you really wanted. And so I guess I indulged you in that. And I could see how it could be something great for us. And we ended up buying it.
Yeah, it seemed really quick, but
Mm-hmm.
it was going to be just a rough camp to bring
Hang
people
out with
out,
the guys.
hang out with the guys, put up some tents.
Yep,
But
yep.
thankfully, I got stuck in the mud, and that's a story for another time, but
Right,
gave some time to
right.
really see what the property could be and found an area for possibly putting up a cabin.
Yeah. That kind of gave you time to sit and have a vision that kind of grew into a dream.
And the more you saw it, I think the more you saw potential.
The more I fell in love with it, the more I wanted to be a part of it. And the more I liked all of the things that the property had to offer.
So we started clearing land.
Yeah. And we started making that little cabin area that you saw in your vision become a reality.
Yeah, and it transformed it. Once we cleared it, it seemed like we could start to see what it could be.
Yeah. Yeah. And even though taking down a lot of the trees and clearing it seemed almost counterintuitive to what we wanted, it ended up being the right move to get us um, to finding that little space that we wanted to be.
And those mornings having coffee, sitting on the tailgate of the truck, admiring the view and the sunrises and the sunsets.
Yeah, and realizing how you had really picked a perfect spot for us. And then, as we sat on the back of the truck and just watched the sunrise and continued to dream and look out over the neighboring property, that again developed the beginning of our journey, I guess. Early days up there were just a lot of work, clearing out shrubs and taking trees down and trying to give some order to the area, but we loved that view that we just panned past. Sometimes we would sit on the back of that pickup truck and just pull right up in that spot where we are now with the tarp down, which became the underliner for our cabin. And we chose that spot because we just like to sit on the back of the truck and drink coffee, watch the sun come up, and look out over the hills. So there was a lot of work at first, a lot of time to take a moment to breathe and rest. We started creating a little fire circle and again, just trying to make some sense of the space and how we might use it.
The first big step, I think, was beyond the clearing was when we decided to bring in that pre-built shed with the idea that we would slowly finish it out and build it out for family. And it was kind of crazy how once that shed was in place, it really started to, I don't know, form a sense of space.
We loved being up there, but every time we were, there was nowhere to find shelter. So that cabin arrived one afternoon, and we actually watched the sun go down and the stars come out as we were still adjusting the leveling and placing the cabin, and I think it was somewhere around 10:30 at night when the company workers left, and left us with our cabin and our beautiful view out onto the neighboring property.
And at first, I just didn't realize what all it would take to really finish this cabin out to where we could occupy it. And again, the idea was that we would chip away at that slowly,
Yeah.
and not rush it, just
Yeah.
take our time.
It was really a raw cabin. Raw shed. It was just, the
Shell.
shell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good way to phrase it. It was just a shell. And
But we did put it up on cinder blocks, thinking that down the road we would want to put utilities in, put a septic in, and have
finish
easy
the
access
inside.
to the underneath to bring those things in.
Yeah.
But then, as we've pointed out, as you've mentioned, we really loved that morning view looking across the neighbor's property.
Yeah.
And it was kind of crazy that a year ago now, in
Yeah.
April of 25, we were able to purchase the property next to us, or at least a portion of that property.
Yeah. On the back of that truck and watched.
We did have a little experiment in trying to do some raised beds. That lasted for a little while.
Then we changed, like a lot of things, changed our mind on what that space would be used for. And so we had to pull up the beds and then realized we need another little cabin.
Yeah. At first, again, it was really more about potentially needing some storage so that we could utilize the main cabin.
We had so many tools and lumber and everything in the original cabin, we couldn't actually get any work done to finish the interior.
But this was also the time that you had sort of broached the idea that maybe
That's right.
it's time to consider moving up there
Yeah.
sooner rather than later.
Right.
And that we need to build a space that would be year-round occupiable, and that we would look at selling our home and having this place ready for us to move up there.
Right. Yeah.
And there are things that in future videos we'll cover in more detail, like the use of that little tow-behind mower that you'll see where we've been able to make some progress with sort of keeping the vegetation down, and it's all with this little mower that we pull behind our side-by-side.
And there's that beautiful pond on the other property that, again, now is ours. Really, that view right up to the top of the hill there almost. All of that is everything, Lion King, everything the eye can see, the light touches, whatever that is. That's ours. And yeah, we're coming from, there's the observation tower, and Cross Pines. Yes. So on the beginning, I'll catch up with that other story later, but with the Cross Pines, you're seeing this long, skinny pine tree. It's actually two pine trees that are leaning against each other, and there's our cabins in the distance.
The first time that we were on the property after we'd signed the paperwork, we wandered around and got lost.
We were so excited to go see our property. We went straight there and immediately
And after
got
about
lost.
45 minutes of being lost, we
It
found
was longer than that. We were lost about an hour and a half.
we finally found our way back by
Yeah. We looked on our phones, tried to find GPS locations, all of that. And what we did find was the image of two pine trees crossed across each other, leaning on each other, sticking up way past any other trees in the area so we could see them. And those were pine trees we remembered. And we just started walking towards those crossed pines and finally ended up finding our way out. And I was convinced at that point that we were going to be lost and would have to call 911 or something. But the crossed pines led us back to home base. And so that's why we ended up calling our place Cross Pines, because of those cross pines that kind of led us back to home base and seemed to be sort of watching over the property. And so that's the image that you see in our videos and on a lot of our, a lot of our things now. We have mugs and things like that.
At this point, I guess we will leave you here.
Yeah, our journey has progressed quite a bit from this point, but
You'll see some additional footage and
Yeah.
images, and then in future videos, we'll fill you in. There have been a lot
Right.
of ups and downs.
a lot of lessons learned and quite a bit of progress. But
At the end, we'll leave you with a current state image, and we hope you'll join us as we continue this journey and we continue seeing where it leads us.
right, and continue that dream.
Thank you for indulging us.
Yeah, and for coming along with us, and hope you continue that journey with us.